people don't get how good Dan Marino really was. Because you look at these stats, right? Led the NFL in completions, attempts, over 5,000 yards, 48 touchdowns. Led the NFL in pretty much every major quarterback category. And you look at this and say, okay, this looks like a prime Pat Mahomes, a prime Lamar Jackson, a prime Tom Brady, a prime Peyton Manning season. But this happened in the 80s. Back when the NFL was a run-first league, back when running backs were the guys who determined whether your team was going to be great or not quite quarterbacks. Dan Marino came in and completely changed the status quo. He set the steps, he set the stones, he set a path for quarterbacks like Tom Brady, for quarterbacks like Peyton Manning, for quarterbacks like Eli Manning. For all the modern quarterbacks you see today, Dan Marino was that first guy who really showed people that, yeah, a QB can be the reason your team wins. A QB can lead the NFL in every stat, and you can still have a very, very good team. And Miami adopted this air raid style of offense, just throwing the ball over and over and over again. And it helped that Dan Marino had swag. In Miami, had the haircut, looked nice. Women loved him. Players loved him. The league loved him. I mean, he was the perfect quarterback for that time. This is him with Joe Montana, another great quarterback in that same era that, again, adopted that air raid style of football. I know today, if you look at their stats, it's not that impressive. It doesn't jump off the sheet. But back then, these two were the best quarterbacks in the NFL. And Dan Marino was the most talented quarterback the league had ever seen up to that point. He changed football. He was a huge guy, could take hits, had a lightning quick release. You won't find guys like Dan Marino very often, man. Guys who completely changed the game in the course of the league in general. So shout out Dan Marino, one of the all-time greats. I still don't think he gets enough respect.